Here now with Thorsten Hohmann, and 9-6 winner over Darren Appleton. That puts you through to the final 16, which is now the business end of things here at the Aramith Masters. How did you play?
It was an interesting match. Darren made a few mistakes in the beginning, so I had an early lead, and then a few dry breaks on my side allowed him to come back. And then we had some crazy runouts, so trading really I don't know, I would give myself 5% chance, and I came with the run out, then he came with a great kick shot, and in the end I guess I got a little bit fortunate where I made a tough run out, missed position on the 8, overcut it, and then he missed an open shot, so got a little bit fortunate at the end.
Overall though, how do you think you're playing? Because I've known you for many years, Thorsten, and I mean you're always prepared to play in any tournament you enter. So how are you doing overall right now?
I'm pretty confident. I like 8-ball. I have really good history when it comes to this game, and my challenge here is every table plays a little different, and I had a really tough one earlier against Skylar because that table played a little bit bouncier than the others. I like it when they're more soft and balanced. So that's my biggest challenge. Of course, can't change the tables, can't plane the tables, but I have personally a hard time adjusting to difficult conditions. But in general, I feel very confident. I was looking forward to this tournament, and I finished 9th place last time. I was put out by Carl Boyes, and obviously the break rule change makes a little bit of a difference, but I'm happy to be in the spot where I'm now, and then hopefully tomorrow I can step it up.
Now, I know you've been spending a lot of time in the Philippines, like me. I live in the Philippines, but do you have a chance to play a lot there? I mean, what kind of preparation did you do for this event?
Well, I don't particularly crazy about gambling. So I don't go out there and challenge the people in the pool room. So I usually stick with my peeps in the Philippines and go to private locations where I can focus and practice. I actually just bought a table myself, and it's a Chinese 8-ball table. I'm going to buy a couple pool tables and then build my own training facilities over there.
No, I take it you did not go to China.
I did.
Oh, you did go to China. Yeah. Okay, all right, because I was waiting for you to say something. But how did you do there?
I had to play in the qualifier, and I qualified, and then I lost to 2 Chinese players, where in my last match I had a chance. It's still learning for me. That's why I had to buy a table. I cannot ignore that the game is getting bigger, especially in China. There's a lot of money involved, and good exposure, and so I need to learn the game. I'm still, my mechanics are not as flawless as they need to be for the game, and it might even help me playing regular 8-ball. On certain shots, it's just a different focus, and focusing on the different part of the pocket, which makes you become more precise.
Yes.
And so I think overall my game will improve. Just want to get better, Fun fact on the side, this month is my 25th anniversary playing pool. I started in 1992, and I'm still learning.
Yeah, well, you came out of, I mean, literally came out of nowhere when you won the World Pool Championship. You weren't really that well known amongst pool players when you won it. What was the exact year again?
2003.
2003, when you won that event. And I believe you beat Pagulayan, was it, in the final? Yeah, in Cardiff. And how did you manage to come from somebody who most of us had never heard of, and then you went right to the top of the sport?
Well, if you would have talked to the European players, I'm sure they're well aware of me. I had my 400-ball run in straight pool. Years before that, I'd won big tournaments in Germany, beaten Ralph Souquet 11-0 in the final. I beaten Bustamante in the biggest money tournament in Germany at the time. So I wasn't that unknown. Maybe on the international stage that Matchroom created just in, was it 1999, I think, the first time. And I always thought 8-ball was my game, and 9-ball I still need time to improve. And then I was a little bit surprised that it was that early, but just came at the right time.
And from there, I mean, you parlayed that victory into an incredible career so far. Do you credit that tournament with being the springboard and giving you the confidence to achieve what you've achieved?
Well, I almost wouldn't say I quit pool, but I was at the turning point to either start a job and just play pool on the side, or...
When was this?
That was in 2003.
Oh, wow.
Because I joined the Army in '98, the sports corps, so I was paid to play pool for 5 years. And that ended in April 2003. You know, it's tough if you're just a player on tour to make a decent income, but world champion title allowed me to play in all the international events. I went to the Philippines for the first time and many other invitational events, and I did well. I think, if I recall correctly, I finished top 5 almost every tournament I played in. And then, you know, I made a decision to move to the United States. That was very big for me, not only for my career, but also my, you know, my character development. You know, just changed completely, became more open, and
yeah, I mean,
that started in 2003.
Well, you won the IPT. That was a massive victory for you. You know, huge amount of money and on a big stage. And then you've won everything that there is to win, except you haven't won the U.S. Open, right? I mean, you haven't.
There's a few tournaments. I always wanted to win the U.S. Open straight pool. That was because straight pool was the game that I loved the most, and I tried to qualify to for the last US Open. That was, I think, in 2000, was played here in New York City, and I missed it by 1 match. I played a qualifier in Germany, and I have this tournament next week coming up. It's not as grand as it used to be, but the title's still there. I never won the US Open 9-ball championship. I finished second once, so that would be, like you said, that would be my ultimate, you know, fulfilling my dreams, winning that tournament.
Well, certainly when you won the World 9-ball for the second time a few years ago, that must have been pretty satisfying.
Oh yeah, I've had a great career. China Open, Philippines, Japan, Qatar. I've won tournaments everywhere. US Open still on my list. But you know, as a player, yes, the World Championship title lasts forever. Nobody can take it away from you. But the way you feel as a player is always the last tournament you've played. You can win every tournament there is. If you don't do well, the last one you played, you feel miserable. So it's always very current. You know?
Right, right. So I got to ask you a question here at the end of this interview. What's up with the shirt here? Come on. I've never quite seen a shirt like this. First of all, you're the only player I've seen that has their logos actually imprinted, sponsor logos imprinted on the shirt. Most of them just put a patch. And then you got one long sleeve and one short sleeve. Can you even... I can't even imagine what the answer to this one's going to be.
No, you know, UTG doing a great job making beautiful jerseys, and I wanted to go one step further. So I have a good friend in the Philippines that has their own shirt production, and I just wanted to come up with something that had never been done before. I know Martina Hingis in tennis. She's worn one long sleeve, one short sleeve before, you know, one for tossing the ball, and just, you know.
Does it help you keep your arm warm? Now this is the, you know, the arm that you put your, you know, you're not shooting with this arm. You're a right-hander. So
the idea behind it, first of all, I think fashion. You know, trying to do something different, something new, without it being too weird, or, you know, it still looks good, I think. There's a little bit of function because my right arm is always bent, so it's nice to keep it open. And then you got the left arm is the showcase arm for the cameras, and I have a big surface here. Right now showing the German colors and my nickname, but nice. It's just a test. I think it looks cool, looks different. People talk about it, and yeah, just.
Well, I must say, you are one of these guys who's always like on the cutting edge of the latest, whether it be social media, technology. You've always been you were one of the first to really promote yourself through social media, and you're really good at that. And now fashion.
Now fashion.
Great, pool fashion. Wow, I kind of like it. This is something different.
Yeah, wait till you see me tomorrow. I have something.
Oh yeah.
Something else.
Oh wait, maybe you're going to wear your pants, exactly, one short, one long.
Yeah, with one sandal and one sneaker.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Well, Thorsten, we wish you luck the best of the way. You're always a credit to the game, no matter where you play and no matter what era you play in, whether it be many years ago or now. You've always been a big time credit to the sport. So thanks for coming in today.
Appreciate it, Ted.
Right on. Thorsten Hohmann, one of the greats.